Good morning. This video is for you who took the COVID injection. I understand a few things about you. And the main one is this. Now, you didn't have the basic knowledge about drugs and big pharma. No, I thought you had the knowledge. So when you took the COVID injection, I was surprised, but you didn't. So now I will try to help you, right? And another thing is that you don't really want to talk about the COVID injection. So I'm going to talk about something else, which is related to the COVID injection, so you can relax. Okay? So I want to talk about another product from Big Pharma. In the United States, it was called thalidomide. And it had different names in different countries. In Germany it was called Contergan. In Sweden it was called Neurosedyn. Right. Now this thing came from a German company in 1957. It was introduced to the market. And it was produced by a company called Chemie Grünenthal. They started testing it in 1954, and so only 3 years, and then they said, yeah, this is fine. So, and then it was introduced. And the one reason it was introduced was this: they really liked it. See? Why? Because they tested it on animals, and the animals didn't die. And they said, well, this is perfectly safe. And the doctors liked this thing, this fact, so that the animals didn't die. So they said, okay, so it's safe, this thing. Another thing is that they were not addicted to it, the animals. And that was another good sign. And the doctors, they really liked this thing. So they said, yeah, this is a safe product. We can prescribe it to people. So the doctors started doing it. It was approved, of course, by the nations, but at the time they didn't have the big agencies. So it was basically just a registration. They just registered the drug, you see, and they said, okay, so this is now on the market. This is what it's called, and this is what it's doing. See, that's what happened, basically. So, and they prescribed it for many various reasons. It was this: insomnia was one of them. Another one was anxiety and restlessness, nervous tension. See, so it was basically a sleeping pill. Very much so, but also for pregnant women. For women, when they get pregnant, they can get sick, right? And throw up. And the doctor said, yeah, this is good. You take this thing, right? So this went on for a few years. And then they started to see things, right? And it was doctors. And I want to mention two names here. There were quite a few of them, but I want to mention these two names. And this happened in 1961. One of them was Widukind Lenz. And he noticed a sudden rise in babies born with limb deformations, right? And I think you saw these pictures, and maybe you met some people with these problems. Very, very short arms or legs, right? So he saw this thing, Widukind Lenz, and he warned about it. And this was in 1961. So it took like 4 years, right? Before anyone warned about it. Right. Another one was William McBride, and he published a letter in the Lancet linking these defects to the drug. And then eventually it was removed from the market. It's still on the market, actually. You know, they still use this thing. But they make sure that pregnant women don't take it. It's used for other things. But it's still there, this thing, thalidomide. Okay, and what happened? The result was this: tens of thousands of children were born with deformities and damaged organs. So this is the type of knowledge that you should have. See? And of course you can connect this to the COVID injection. What was the approval procedure for the COVID injection? Look into it. Right? And they tested the COVID injection for 1 year, less than a year actually, before they put it on the market. Right, you're welcome. I also want to say this about my book. The English version will be published before the Swedish version. Right? The reason for this is that the Swedish version is handled by a publishing company. So they do the work, you know, the text, they look at the text and they make the cover and everything, right? And I am doing the English version myself. So I make my own cover and I take care of the translation and I take care of the printing, see? Well, I don't print it myself, but no, I do, and I'm much quicker. So the English version will be out maybe quite soon, really. I'm looking forward to showing it to you. That's right. I've been working on the cover now for a few days. It's great fun. Now I'm really very happy about this book, see. And I go into a lot of things that is going on, that I have observed about the political class and big pharma and all kinds of things. The attitude of people, how gullible people are. You know, I really had a ball writing this book. And it's a fiction book, it's a story, right? So soon the English version will be out, available. Right. And the Swedish version will be out maybe the next, you know, the coming winter, I think so. Maybe sooner, I don't know. But the work is on the way now. It's happening. I mean, the work on the text, the script, see. All right. Be good.